Hi Yusuf, it's Don Green, DG Digital Services. Thanks for the opportunity to be able to do this quick site audit for you. So I see here that you are looking at kitchens, bathrooms, laundry wardrobes, etc. So what I'll do is I'll point out a couple of things. I will also explain a couple of things, then the value of it, and then I'll give you a quick show of the power to your site, and then I'll show to your competition site and do similar there. But so to start here, this should actually be clickable as well. So this should bring you back to your home page all the time. You know, it should have the same function as this, so to speak. I don't think this black on dark grey is a really good idea, because you know, it just doesn't pop. You know, it's not very prominent there. And I would this header here, and you've got your headings. These headings are really important, and they should be looked at as the perfect opportunity to put in keywords. Okay, so unless someone is going to be writing in Google, book your quote appointment today, that's not going to help you. So this should be a keyword like kitchen renovations New South Wales, or kitchen renovations Sydney, or that's something that it does blend into what you're doing. And this is another prime example. Like, so this is like kitchen design Sydney or something like this, and not check out our work, because unless somebody is actually putting that in as a search, you've lost that opportunity. Okay, so what else in New South Wales? Kitchen difference. I would like to see each one of these, like you do have it as a page. So let's just go to that first one, kitchens. And it is good that there are drop down and things like that. It is quite dark, you know, you've got that really, maybe not so dark here. We could lighten that up. Kitchen styles and collections. You got kitchen styles, so that might help with the keyword, but this is the perfect place to put in those keywords, so to speak. And that's basically all you got there. So if I was to right click on any of these images and then just click save image as, if you can see down here, see kitchen 2:1, that there is a lost opportunity, because what you should be doing is, when you're labeling and naming these files before you put them onto the website, you should be naming them New South Wales kitchens, kitchen design New South Wales, kitchen design Sydney, like whatever the keywords are that are relevant to this industry. After doing some research, this is what the file name should be, because we can hide a lot of keywords, but Google will still find you for those keywords because of the file names. Okay, and if I just go back to the home page here, like I'll tell you, Google has probably over 200 variants of things that they look at to when they're ranking sites, and some are more prominent than others, but you know, you need the nut to hold the wheel on, so to speak. So everything's important to a point, but one thing that is important is content, and you just don't have what I call content. You might have 100 words here, 200 words tops for that whole homepage. Google is a business just like you and I, so when people put in a search, their job is to provide the end user with the best possible result. And one of the things they look at is content, because they want to be able to provide the best information for the person searching. So as a rule, Google like to have at least 1,000 to 1,500 words of authoritative content on their homepage, okay? So that's something we can definitely help with. Things like this, you don't have a clickable number. And same up the top. Like if I had this, I'd have like the white number here or something, because that's not clickable at all. And the reason for that is the majority of people who search today, they're on their phone. So if your number would come up and it's not clickable when it comes up on their home screen, so to speak, they can't just tap the screen and call. So I'd definitely make those numbers clickable, because you'll lose half your customers just because of that. And that's when they find you anyway, so you've done the effort to get them there, so you want to capture them again. You don't want to let them leave. So and that's the same if you go through any of these, you were going to find that it's really poor. So like as in regards to content, so 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on the homepage, and probably around 500 words per page on each of these as well. And then you probably, with the about page, you're probably going to need a good 250 words, which I did notice that it did have a little bit there. And again, 250 minimum for the other ones. So the content is one thing. The other thing that we look at for power in your site is what we call backlinks. And if I just give you a really quick look at the back end of your site, it's Ahrefs. It just doesn't have any data, so it's either new or it just hasn't been looked after. And I'm thinking it's quite new, to be honest. So it's got no ranking, no DR, which means the domain rating, which is 0 to 100. It's got no backlinks recorded from any domains, and you've got no keywords. So, and like I say with this backlinks, see this here, see how it highlights? So if I was to click on that, it would take me back there. Clicking on that links me back to your website. So that's what a backlink is. It's your domain on somebody else's website, but it's a clickable link, and it will take you straight back to where your site is. Okay, so that's a backlink. Backlinks aren't equal. You can get ones that are more powerful than the other, and so the more powerful they are, then the more power they transfer back to your site. So we would definitely do a linking campaign, create the keywords, the content, so we can link it back through there. And I suppose the last thing that I'd look at is, well, if I went to is citation. So if I just went here, I went to Google, and I just put kitchen renos, New South Wales. Okay, so this section here is what we call the map pack. Okay, and in that map pack, there's they usually highlight the 3 most prominent businesses that are doing what they're meant to be doing to rank on Google. And you'll find that there is a lot of these, and to be eligible to get into that map pack, you have to be registered with Google. Okay, so and you have to, and when you are registered with Google, then you get your own knowledge panel, so to speak. So let's just say I click on this, and see how this knowledge panel come up. So if you did a Google search, they're usually over on the right here, but it tells people about the website, the directions, how many Google reviews, a little bit of detail about the business and things like that. So, so that's what happens when you register with Google. But a citation is what helps you rank in Google and gets you into these spots. And a citation is your business name, address, and phone number on the internet. They could be in directories, on other people's internet, in your footer, all different locations. But the more of these citations you have on the internet, well, then the stronger your chances are of becoming up here. Okay, so these people may not even understand why they're there, you know, so we can look after that. And if you don't have a, so let's just see if you do. I'm just going to put in New South Wales Kitchens, and then enter. So if you were registered with Google, you would have your knowledge panel pop up over here. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll show you. So it doesn't look like you have a Google registration at all. So, but that's fine because we can look after that as well, mate. So there's no pressure there at all because that's not a hard process. It's just need a valid address for your business to be able to get a Google postcard so we can activate that account. But we can do that, no problem at all. So like I mentioned, like this here, it's like the black net. Like I suppose if you look at, let's just say bathrooms, for example, I'm not sure if it might have been on the about, to be honest. Let's just see what you've got written here. No content. So this is what I'm saying. So maybe our process. Let me just have a look. I just want to show you. See how that black's on the grey? It's just not very good. But look at this. You know, you've got a full-on white background and you've got a really light grey where you can hardly read the words. So these things here actually contribute to how Google look at you as well, because they're bots that search and crawl the net and your websites and whatnot. They are really clever and they'll be able to pick up things like that. So there is a lot we can do, and to be completely honest, there's a lot that has to be done. But if you feel that this has created a few questions that you might want answered, feel free to reach out. There's no such thing as a silly question, and like we can help you along the way anyway and give you some really good ideas on how to title all your pages and the content required and things like that. We can look after the whole thing. So like I said, if any of this interests you, reach out. All my details will be on the email that I'll send you, and you have yourself a great day. Thank you.